Welcome, everybody, to Built on Faith Homestead, where we like to talk about things like tiny houses and living differently and growing your own food and raising a few animals yourself and maybe a little bit of hunting and fishing along the way, and especially raising your children in the ways of the Lord. Today, have you heard, maybe, just maybe, have you heard, there may be food shortages, especially this summer and fall. Have you heard that some crazy people believe the Bible teaches that shortly before the return of Christ, whenever Christ would return, that there would be famines? Have you heard that there have been food processing centers around the country that just seem to be going down, whether it be by fire or whatever? Have you heard about these things? Today, we're going to talk about some things you can do, or at least one of the things you can do to get ready for those kinds of things. Remember, as you're watching this video, none of this will substitute the Lord, right? It don't matter how prepared you are or anything like that. If you don't know the Lord, ain't none of this going to do you no good. But we will show you what we got here. What I don't have is one of them real nice, like four-wheel drive, 30, 40 horse utility tractors with a bucket and hydraulics and all that good stuff. That's what I don't have. What I do have is this. I have a 1952 Harry Ferguson tractor. No, I did not say that wrong. It is a Harry Ferguson, not a Massey. She's pretty rough around the edges. Here's your HF, in case you think I'm making stuff up, right? She's a little rough around the edges, but she runs, and I've had it a long time now. And one of these days it's going to give up on me, and when it does, it won't owe me nothing. What I don't have rear down pressure, nor do I have a tine tiller to hook up to this thing. What I do have is an old Dearborn disc that is also rough around the edges. A whole bunch of the discs were broke, so I put on some new discs, and I just took them out through the dirt and was impressed with them. I got some of these with the notches. I ain't never had none like that, and it seemed to work really well, actually. So I'm pretty excited about using it today. I don't have down pressure, so weight is important. So I've got a stock tank that I've had for a long time now, that we weren't using today for anything. We don't have any animals to use the stock tank on right now, and I couldn't figure out another way to get more down pressure here where we're at. I couldn't find anything else with any more weight. So we have ratchet strapped a stock tank, and we're going to put some water in it. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably going to tear your stock tank up today. Maybe. I hope not, but maybe. What else you may be thinking? The water might splash out as you're doing this and you'll use some of your weight. Most definitely. That's probably going to happen for sure. It's going to be too much weight for that little tractor, and you ain't going to be able to keep the front end on the ground. Probably. That's probably true. You're going to overwork your tractor today. Probably also true. But it's what I got, and it's what we got to use, and we are going to put it to work here in just a little while. So if you're interested in these kinds of things, or interested to see how this turns out today, why don't you come along with us, and we will see what we can do. All right, folks. Well, we got the tank as full as I think I can get it and actually still use it. We're going to start the tractor up. It's going to make a lot of noise. It's going to be really loud. You won't be able to hear me talk, but we will see if the crazy tractor, the front end, will stay on the ground anyway, once we lift up the disc. So here we go. Let me show you. It's on the ground, but just barely. I got power steering. Well, we made it to our garden spot, which wasn't far. As you can see, I have already tore the top up, at least in this little spot here, where we're going to try to do some of our early stuff. Got it kind of tore up anyhow, but it sure ain't deep enough, and I know that. And I got some new ground I need to break also, and boy, some weight sure does help. So we're going to try it out, man. Let's see what happens. You guys want to come along? All right. Hold on. Up. Go better and forward. It's definitely splashing out. Well, it's kind of like plowing a garden and going on a water ride all at the same time. But it does seem to be working. We're getting down deep now, doing some cutting, which is good, getting down in there. Still got quite a bit of workload to do on it. These discs, if you can afford one, if you can get one, if you find one cheap, something like that, or maybe on trade, they're cheaper than a tine tiller. For sure. They are not as efficient maybe in that aspect, right, where you can just make a few runs and really get it worked in good. It takes some work. I'll have to make several passes down through here, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. However, you may be able to find one of these for $500 or so, where a tine tiller is going to run you $1,200 or more. So save you a little bit of money maybe there. Maybe it'd be money better spent with a tiller, I don't know. Really what I bought that disc for was I used to have some land up in a different county, and we used to put in some deer plots up there, some food plots. And it worked real well for that, because a lot of that stuff you just kind of had to get the surface beat up pretty good and you was good to go. Maybe not as great for a garden, but it's going to work. And I know it's going to work because this is not the first garden I've ever put in with it. But it is working. It is a cheaper, more economical way maybe of doing it, putting in a garden, right, to get a place tilled up and plowed in. But we are making way, and so we'll just keep on working here. We'll flip the camera around and show you what we've done so far. So here's what we're doing. Getting a pretty good cut down now on it. It'd be hard to tell because it's still so wet. But it is, I'm still getting loose dirt, and I've cleared back a pretty good mound of dirt there. So it seems to be working. We'll just keep going on. Got the old hood up because I got to put some fuel in it. I know what you was thinking. That was it, give it up. No, just out of gas. These old things are gas hogs. And I've been working on that disc most of the day, and I've had to run the tractor a lot just at idle to hold the disc up. I guess you could say about this water in the tank splashing out, it's self-washing. It's washing the disc off as I'm using it, which is kind of fun. Custom is what I'd call that. Custom, you can't just buy that anywhere. Guys, I'm going to keep working. We'll try to, my plan was today to get it tore up pretty good. Then tomorrow, let it dry out the rest of the day today. And then let it dry out in the morning. And maybe tomorrow afternoon, come out and get some of our early crop in that we ain't been able to get in because of the weather. So that's kind of the plan for today. Guys, use what you got, man. It don't got to be picture perfect. If you remember the video the other day, think differently, right? Sometimes you just got to get a little out of the box. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the content that you see, please like and subscribe. Coming soon will be an update on the potato tower. We're starting to get some sprouts, and I want to show you guys how it's working so far. So we'll catch up to you guys later.